stack of napkins is piled on the long table, an unlit candle, a heap of feathers, nothing more. He calls out, a cry of greeting, a questioning sound. Once, twice, he makes this noise. Then he cocks his head, listening for a response. Nothing. Just the creaking of beams expanding gently in the sun. The sigh of air passing under doors, between rooms the swish of linen drapes, the crack of the fire, the indefinable noise of a house at rest, empty. His fingers tighten around the iron of the door handle. The heat of the day, even this late, causes sweat to express itself from the skin of his brow down his back. The pain in his knees sharpens, twinges, then fades again. The boy opens his mouth. He calls the names, one by one, of all the people who live here in this house. His grandmother, the maid, his uncles, his aunt, the apprentice, his grandfather. The boy tries them all, one after another. For a moment it crosses his mind to call his father's name, to shout for him. But his father is miles and hours and days away in London, where the boy has never been. But where, he would like to know, are his mother, his older sister, his grandmother, his uncles? Where is the maid? Where is his grandfather, who tends not to leave the house by day? Who is usually to be found in the workshop, harrying his apprentice or reckoning his takings in a ledger? Where is everyone? How can both houses be empty? He moves along the passageway. At the door to the workshop, he stops. He throws a quick glance over his shoulder to make sure nobody is there, then steps inside. His grandfather's glove workshop is a place he is rarely allowed to enter. Even to pause in the doorway is forbidden. "Don't stand there idling," his grandfather will roar. "Can't a man do an honest day's work without people stopping to gawk at him? Have you nothing better to do than loiter there catching flies?" Hamlet's mind is quick. He has no trouble understanding the schoolmaster's lessons. He can grasp the logic and sense of what he is being told, and he can memorize readily. Recalling verbs and grammar and tenses and rhetoric and numbers and calculations comes to him with an ease that can, on occasion, attract the envy of other boys. But his is a mind also easily distracted. A cart going past in the street during a Greek lesson will draw his attention away from his slate to wonderings as to where the cart might be going and what it could be carrying, and how about that time his uncle gave him and his sisters a ride on a hay cart? How wonderful that was! The scent and the prick of new-cut hay, the wheels tugged along to the rhythm of the tired mare's hooves. More than twice in recent weeks, he has been whipped at school for not paying attention. His grandmother has said if it happens once more, just once, she will send word of it to his father. The schoolmasters cannot understand it. Hamlet learns quickly, can recite by rote, but he will not keep his mind on his work. The noise of a bird in the sky can make him cease speaking mid-utterance, as if the very heavens have struck him deaf and dumb at a stroke. The sight of a person entering a room, out of the corner of his eye, can make him break off whatever he is doing, eating, reading, copying out his schoolwork, and gaze at them, as if they have some important message just for him. He has a tendency to slip the bounds of the real, tangible world around him and enter another place. He will sit in a room in body, but in his head he is somewhere else, someone else, in a place known only to him. "Wake up, child," his grandmother will shout, snapping her fingers at him. "Come back," his older sister Susanna will hiss, flicking his ear. "Pay attention," his schoolmasters will yell. "Where did you go?" Judith will be whispering to him when he finally re-enters the world, when he comes to, when he glances around to find that he is back in his house, at his table, surrounded by his family, his mother eyeing him, half smiling, as if she knows exactly where he's been. In the same way now, walking into the forbidden space of the glove workshop, Hamlet has lost track of what he is meant to be doing. He has momentarily slipped free of his moorings, of the fact that Judith is unwell and needs someone to care for her.